All right, welcome back, TWU Local 258. Thanks a lot for joining us today. We have with us our Secretary Treasurer, Michael Dennis.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining.
He's going to be helping us break down some of these numbers because a lot of you guys have been asking us about vacation accruals because, well, the holidays are upon us. We have Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year's, etc. And many of you guys want to take vacation, and a lot of you have been asking us about vacation accruals. How much can you accrue in 1 year, and what your maximum is in your overall bank. So let's go through this quickly for you guys so we can give you guys the facts. I'm going to share my screen. Michael Dennis, can you see my screen there?
Yes, I do.
All right, so here we have the employee handbook, you guys. If you see in yellow right there, it says updated January 2019. Let's scroll down just a little bit so that we can find the section that we are looking for. There it is right there, vacation. I'm going to highlight it, page 30. All right, let's scroll down to page 30 so we can give you guys the accurate information. All right, almost there. Page 30. There it is right there. Vacation. Okay, I'm not going to read the entire thing, just VIP sections. All right, so we're going to start right here where it says vacation, and we're going to start with this sentence sort of in the middle. Follow along, you guys. So it says, you are not eligible to use vacation in the first year of continuous service. However, at the end of 1 year of continuous service, you will be awarded a vacation allowance at the rate of 0.0385 of an hour for each hour of paid service in the preceding year and will be eligible to use accrued vacation time. For the purpose of computing vacation, most employees may be credited with no more than 2,080 hours of service in a 12-month period. In addition, an additional vacation entitlement will be awarded after 5 years of continuous service, usually 40 hours for full-time employees. After 15 years of service, full-time employees will receive an additional 40 hours. So that leads us, you guys, to the maximum accruals. It says right here, the maximum vacation entitlement in any 12-month period and maximum accrual permitted for most employees are provided in the chart on the following page. So here's the chart right here. We're going to go ahead and highlight it as Michael Dennis runs us through the three different tiers. So Michael Dennis, run us please through the three different tiers.
Okay, the first tier is years 1 through 5. You get 80 hours. Your maximum entitlement is 80 hours of vacation earnings per year. So that's 10 days, 10 vacation days. And your maximum accumulated during those 5 years is 320 hours. That's the most you can have in your vacation hours bank. That's the first tier.
Awesome.
So the second tier is after 5 years and before 15 years, you get an extra week. It's 15 days total. It's 120 hours that you can earn, is the maximum amount you can earn per year. And your ceiling, which they call the maximum accumulation, is 360 hours. That's the most you can have in your bank at any given time.
How many days is that?
That's 45 days, 45 days of vacation time that you
That's
can
on the
have.
second
And
tier.
yeah, for the second tier. The third tier is 15 years or more. You get an extra 5 days. So that's 20 days total that you earn per year. It's 160 hours per year. And the maximum allowed in your vacation bank under the maximum accumulation is 400 hours. So once you reach that maximum accumulation, you will stop earning vacation hours.
And how many days is 400 hours?
That's 50 days.
Got it. Okay, perfect. So that pertains to vacation, you guys. Now let's talk a little bit about sick hours and how those are accumulated and what your maximum are hours pertaining to sick. So let's scroll down just a little bit here, and it says leaves of absences, highlighted right there, and highlighting it right there. It says sick leave. So let's start in the middle paragraph here. Follow along, you guys, where it says most full-time employees earn 13 8-hour working days per year of paid sick leave under the civil service rules. Unused sick leave accrued under the civil service rules may be accumulated from year to year up to a maximum of 130 8-hour working days. Michael Dennis, what is 180 8-hour working days?
Well, 130, right? 130 hour, 8 hour working days is 1,040 hours in your sick bank. So that amounts to at a 40 hours per week, that's 6 months, 6 months of work.
Got it. Okay, perfect. Now, you guys, I forgot to mention this at the very beginning. We are going to show you where to access all of these documents at the end of this transit clip. So stick around to the very end so you can see how and where to access these documents. The next document that we're going to show you guys is this one right here. It's the Department of Human Resources, City and County of San Francisco sick leave. Okay, so you see it right there. It's on the screen. Scroll down to the first page there, and it talks about employees with regular work schedules, how they earn sick pay. And it says they earn 1 hour of sick pay for every 20 hours paid upon appointment. Next, it says employees without regular work schedules. That's for people that are temporary or as needed. They earn 1 hour of sick pay for every 30 hours paid upon appointment. The next page talks about access to sick pay. Feel free to pause it here and read that at your leisure. Next page is the use of sick pay. Feel free to read that at your leisure. Next up is the sick leave pay hour cap. This is the number that Michael Dennis just multiplied for us right here, 1,040 hours, which is the equivalent of 6 months for all employees. That's the number that Michael Dennis just multiplied for us. Next page talks about covered relationships, who's all covered right there, okay? Next up is sick leave pay restriction. Feel free to pause it here and read this at your leisure. And the last page here, last but not least, is the shadow account. So feel free to pause it here and read that at your leisure. Now, I'd like to bring you to another document, which I'm pulling up right here. It's a little old, as you can see. It looks very old, a couple decades maybe, but the information is still the same. So what I'm going to do here is, it's actually 2 pages, this one here and that one right there. We will go into it a little more in depth, but this is the exact same stuff that we literally just mentioned to you guys right now. The exact same numbers, the exact same way of accumulating everything. It's just all on one sheet of paper. Now I'm going to blow this up just a little bit more, just so it's a little easier for you guys to see it here. And I'm going to highlight something right here. It says, highlight, there it is, boom. Follow along. It says you earn vacation and sick pay time on the actual hours the city pays you for your paid hours. Note, you earn vacation time on all your paid hours, including overtime hours. You earn sick time on all paid hours except overtime. Okay, we're going to come right back to that. I'm going to erase that right there and scroll down just a little bit more here. Highlight this other section right here that I'd like Michael Dennis to talk a little bit about, because he's been receiving a lot of phone calls pertaining to this. So I'm highlighting this right here. It says overtime. If you work overtime, you will you will earn the yearly maximum in less than a year. The more overtime you work, the quicker you will reach the maximum and stop earning vacation time for the current year. Many of you guys have called Michael Dennis saying, hey, I'm not accumulating any more hours. Michael Dennis, tell us what's going on pertaining to this right here and why people are calling you so much, especially right now.
Yeah, well, what's going on when you see towards the end of the year, like now, sometimes you reach your maximum hours, and then you from check to check, you won't see your vacation hours growing anymore. And what that is what was stated here in this document is that the vacation hours is based on all the hours that you work. So if you work a lot of overtime, you're gonna get your vacation hours based on every single hour, and then you're gonna max out after 2,080 hours worked. The same way as someone who's just working 40 hours a week, they max out after 2,080 also, but it takes them all year long to get there. So someone who does a lot of overtime, or even a little overtime, usually maxes out somewhere in December, but someone who does a lot of overtime, they start maxing out this time of year. I'm already getting calls that I don't see my vacation hours growing, and they're worried that they're getting shorted on vacation hours. There's nothing to worry about. You're not being shorted. It just means that you got those vacation hours kind of kind of like in advance, because you worked the overtime hours. You got the vacation hours that your counterpart was only working 40 hours a week. They're not earning them till December. It just means you earned them faster. You reach your maximum faster. So that's a good thing, because that way you're guaranteed that you got those maximum. If you go out sick for, say you get hurt, you don't work the rest of the year, you're not losing any vacation at time because you already maxed out.
Definitely, that is one bad thing that you do not want to do is lose vacation time. So when you get close to that ceiling, please remember, keep an eye out on your vacation because that's one thing you do not want to do is lose vacation. Is that correct, Michael?
That's correct. Yeah. So that's another good point, Roger, is when you get near to that maximum accumulation, when you're near the ceiling, it's a good idea that's a good time to start, thinking about taking some vacation time. Because if you reach that ceiling, you won't earn vacation hours anymore. They'll just freeze right there. And you'll be working and working and getting paid, but you're not going to be earning those vacation hours. If you even take a day or two of vacation off, you can keep those vacation hours coming
Awesome.
by staying away from
And
the ceiling. Yeah.
cool. And scrolling down to the next page here is just the exact same information that we talked to you guys about earlier. So now, how do you access these documents, these forms? Very, very simple, you guys. Check this out. Follow along. This is our TWU Local 258 website right here. You see this little link that says Notices, Docs, and Forms? Click on that. Boom, there it is, documents. You have the DHR CCSF Employee Handbook here. You have the DHR Sick Leave Pay document here. And you have the Sick and Vacation Pay benefits here. So, stop sharing my screen. That is how you access all that information. So, thank you very much, you guys, for letting us know about this issue pertaining to vacation hours, how you accumulate them, what's the maximum, etc. Because I know that, like I said earlier, the holidays are near and dear to us, literally right around the corner. We have Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year's, etc. Many birthdays coming up. So remember, you guys, feel free to, use those vacation days as needed. Michael Dennis, any last words?
No, just happy holidays, everybody. Thanks for watching and keeping those an eye on your hours and your earnings. Always glad
Awesome.
to help.
Cool. Thank you very much, Secretary Treasurer Michael Dennis. And as always, you guys have fun. Stay safe out there.
Stay
All right.
safe. Happy holidays. Bye.
Happy holidays.